All right, everybody, thank you for joining us here at the First Alert Desk. I'm Maria Moreau, going to be taking you through your top headlines for this morning. I hope you're having a good Friday. Hopefully you've had your cup of coffee by now, or maybe you are not a morning person, maybe just woke up and are pouring yourself a coffee. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, but we want to get you caught up on some of the latest headlines. And starting with this story overnight, really two shootings that I want to talk to you about that Atlanta police are investigating. Now, these two shootings happened at different locations, but according to police, they appear to be connected to one another. So at a gas station on Metropolitan Parkway, and Lexington Avenue, one man was found dead. Now, police are saying that the shooting seems to have stemmed from an argument between a group of men who all knew each other. And then you look a half mile down the road and there was another scene along Hope Street. That is where police say another man was injured and rushed to Grady Hospital. Now, APD says they don't know why the group was arguing and don't know how many guns were involved or how many people were shooting at the moment. And another just sad thing to report here, talking about fires. You know, it can happen to any one of us, and when they strike, it's just devastating. Several people have been forced out of their homes after an apartment fire in Clayton County. It happened at the Legacy at Riverdale apartments in Clayton. Now, firefighters tell us that they saw heavy flames when they got there, but thankfully, no one was injured. In total, 8 families were displaced. The good news in all of this, the property manager has told us that they have been able to find other apartments to set these families up in. So the families right now, from what we're being told, they're okay. They have temporary housing at the moment. The cause of the fire, of course, still under investigation. And a story I want to take you to that had made headlines. If you were with us yesterday, we brought that to you over our Atlanta News First Plus platforms and on Atlanta News First. Donald Trump has been indicted by a New York grand jury on charges involving payments made during a 2016 presidential campaign to silence claims of an extramarital sexual encounter. I want to really get into this with you. This is the latest on what we know. It becomes the first ever criminal case against a former president and jolts to Trump's bid to retake the White House in 2024, something that he has been very public about. Now, according to reports by the Associated Press, the Manhattan grand jury has been probing Trump's involvement in a $130,000 payment made in 2016 to adult film star Stormy Daniels to keep her from going public about a sexual encounter she had with him years earlier. Now, Trump lawyer Michael Cohen, who's on your right-hand side, paid Daniels, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford, through a shell company before being reimbursed by Trump, whose company, the Trump Organization, logged the reimbursement as legal expenses. Now, political analysts say this indictment could likely galvanize critics who say Trump lied and cheated his way to the top, and embolden supporters who feel the Republican is being unfairly targeted by a Democratic prosecutor. And we've already seen so much reaction coming in from both political officials and just the general public. I mean, just this morning we've seen the Trump indictment trending on Twitter, so you can imagine the conversation that is being had. But one of the biggest contrasts is one side saying that this was intentionally done to target the future presidential candidate and 2024 hopeful, but others saying that this has been a long time coming and this indictment has been years in the works, and they aren't surprised by the New York grand jury's decision to vote to indict. So we're going to be following that throughout the day today, continuing that coverage on Atlanta News First. And right here, while we have you, we always like to end things on a positive note, and I want to talk a little bit about this. The city of Atlanta honoring its firefighters, and these are a special group of firefighters. So later this morning, if you'll tune in with us, the city of Atlanta, along with Mayor Andre Dickens, will honor the first black firefighters hired by the city of Atlanta. Those 16 firefighters were hired on April 1st, 1963, by Mayor Ivan Allen. Now, after training, all 16 firefighters were assigned to Station 16. The firefighters and their family will be represented with a gift for their contributions. How awesome is that? And you know, here, we love to end things on a positive note, but I also want to talk about something important coming up ahead. We are looking at the weather this weekend, and from what we're hearing from our talented team of meteorologists here at Atlanta News First, there's a line of storms coming our way. So want to get you prepared for that. And to talk more about that, I want to bring in our meteorologist, Ella Dorsey. And Ella, I believe I have the right graphics pulled up for you. Is it Max 1?
It's Max 1. Yeah, can you do split screen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's the thing, guys. I don't know anything about technology. She is the technology guru, okay? So when I come on here, I can talk to you all day about the weather, but when it comes to setting this stuff up, it's my girl, Maria. Okay, let's talk to you about what's going to happen here. Right side of your screen, you see mostly cloudy skies. Those clouds increase really quickly overnight. It's mild out there right now. I want to talk to you about what Maria mentioned. We do have a first alert for tomorrow. This is going to have a moderate impact on your day, and we've just gotten fresh new information in about this storm system. The severe risk has increased slightly for us here in North Georgia, so severe storms will be isolated tomorrow. This will last about 1 or 2 hours in the morning, and then the afternoon, sunshine returns, and it's going to get very windy. So right now, there's just a few showers out there, mainly across North Georgia. This is the way that the radar is going to look through the afternoon. So let's take you hour by hour. This is our high-res model, updates every hour, so it's very accurate. You can see I stopped it at 3 p.m. because there are going to be some showers, pretty widespread across Metro, so early afternoon, expect a little bit of rain, and then it does look like we dry out on Friday evening. So we'll even see some sunshine Friday evening. High temperatures will be right around 77 degrees today, so it's actually going to be warm, and we should see a little sunshine. So this evening actually looks great. You're good to go. Not going to see much rain. Temperatures stay above 70 until midnight. Overnight lows will be in the mid-60s. It is tomorrow where I want to talk to you about the potential for severe weather. Guys, there's going to be a major severe weather outbreak across parts of the Midwest today. This is pretty substantial. This is our look at our Storm Prediction Center has really issued a huge look at severe weather from Chicago through parts of Illinois, down into St. Louis, into Memphis area. They are under a level 4 out of 5 risk for severe weather, which means extensive severe storms are likely. Wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour and really strong tornadoes are likely in that area. Now, this front reaches us tomorrow morning. By the time it reaches us, it will die down quite a bit. Now, the Storm Prediction Center has expanded the severe weather risk slightly. Now there's a level 1 risk for Metro Atlanta, which is just a very low risk for a few isolated storms. Northwest Georgia, as this line arrives tomorrow morning, that's when it's likely to be the strongest. Isolated severe storms are likely there. So let's take you through it. Certainly looking less severe than last weekend. That's the good news. So I've started the clock at 8 p.m. tonight. You can see that line across parts of Tennessee back into Arkansas reaches us around 6 a.m. tomorrow. So moves in LJ, Gordon County, Calhoun area, Rome. You're going to see that line move through. What you can expect, guys, about an hour of really heavy rain, lightning, potentially some gusty winds, and then it's out. So as quickly as it moves in, it moves out. You can see that line thins out by the time it reaches Metro, so the severe risk here is lower. Moves through Metro between 7 to 9 a.m. If you are headed to Augusta this weekend, those storms will arrive between 11 to noon. Few showers still lingering in Metro around 11 a.m., but we will all be dry by 2 p.m. The sun comes back out tomorrow afternoon, and it ends up being a pretty warm day. So in terms of your severe weather risks, not going to see any flooding, low end risk for a tornado. I do expect a few of these storms to have gusty winds, 60 miles per hour, and we are going to see some lightning as this moves through. And I just want to let you guys know that Courtney will be here tomorrow. I'm also on standby, so I'm going to be at my house watching the radar. If anything severe does pop, especially any tornado warnings, I will be in helping her out. So we are already planning on having all hands on deck here to keep you safe, of course. Again, that's what you get when you have the largest team of meteorologists in the South, okay? All right, so let's talk about tomorrow. You start the day with those storms, and then when the sun moves back in, guys, it's going to get so windy outside. The wind you see on the right hand of your screen, wind west at 18, that is the sustained winds, okay? I'm expecting wind gusts above 40 miles per hour in some areas. So here's a look at tomorrow, okay? After the storms move out, the wind dies down a little bit, and then 2, 4, 6 p.m., you can see it really picks back up. So it's tomorrow afternoon that wind is going to be quite breezy. So good idea to just go ahead and secure your lawn furniture now so you don't have to deal with that tomorrow, okay? So it's going to be quite breezy tomorrow. That wind dies down on Sunday, actually ends up being a really nice into the weekend. Mostly sunny skies, highs in the low 70s. Just doesn't get better than that. Make sure you make time to get out and enjoy the weather this weekend because we enter into a stormier pattern next week. I'm still seeing the potential for some rain on Monday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, even next Friday, and even next Saturday, looks like we're going to see scattered thunderstorms. Pretty unsettled through the first week of April. Looking ahead to the second week of April, it does look a lot drier, but we are in the middle of severe weather season. So anytime it's blue skies and beautiful, you want to take advantage of it. Again, the only first alert on the map is tomorrow for the morning storms and the afternoon wind. And again, we're still getting fresh information. This is likely to be a major severe weather outbreak day across our country. So, of course, we got Jen, Fred, Patrick. They're all going to be here through the afternoon tracking these storms. So make sure you stay tuned for updates because I'm sure we'll be getting definitely some tornadoes across our country today. Okay, guys, I hope that you have weekend plans. Get out, enjoy the warm weather tomorrow. Enjoy the beautiful day on Sunday. And, of course, we will be here tomorrow keeping you and your family safe for the weather that will move through. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day.